What if the prayer you thought God ignored was actually God protecting you? Because sometimes we treat prayer like this: God, if you love me, give me what I'm asking for. But a loving father doesn't just give his children everything they ask for. Imagine a child asking for a parent for something dangerous. A good parent doesn't just say yes because the child wants it, and sometimes we forget God sees what we can't. Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." Notice it doesn't say trust God only when you understand what he's doing. It says trust him because he understands what you don't. That relationship you wanted, that opportunity you prayed for, that door you begged God to open. Sometimes God chooses things not because he hates you, but because he knows where that road ends. Joseph was sold by his brothers, thrown into a pit, falsely accused, put in prison. If Joseph judged God on God's goodness only by his circumstances, he would have thought God abandoned him. But years later, Joseph said, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Genesis 50 verse 20. God was working in the rejection. God was working in the waiting. God was working in the silence. And maybe today you're angry because God didn't give you what you wanted. But one day you might thank him for protecting you from what you couldn't see. Because the greatest gift God gives us isn't an easy life, it's himself. So don't just trust God's yes, learn to trust his no.